Failure is not a stigmata. It's better to have tried and failed rather than never have tried at all.
The Fintrax group is one of Gerard Barry's ideas that certainly hasn't failed. With headquarters in Galway, they provide tax refunds to tourists, as well as offering them the option to pay for goods on their credit card in their own currency, whilst retailers receive payment in the local currency.
I worked for a number of American multinationals and had suffered redundancy for the second time. So I eventually decided that instead of working for them 24 hours a day, I'd work for ourselves for 24 hours a day, and it worked. Fintrax has two main products. The first one is to provide refunds to tourists who shop all over the world, where the government allows them to recover the VAT on their purchases. The second business is foreign credit card transactions, whereby the tourist uses their credit card and knows the price in their own currency, and we pay the merchant in their own currency. Our biggest risk was the first number of days we started, where we had actually incurred 50,000 when we learned that President Reagan was bombing Libya, and we were told there would be no tourists travelling throughout the world. And venture capital partners were supposed to invest in the business. They decided to pull out. We decided to go ahead. It was an interesting exercise in that we were offered 4 times better terms, because in the meantime we'd set up the business. There's been many, many risks since. They've been far bigger in magnitude, but in terms of the level of impact at any one stage in starting up a business, that has to be the biggest. I've been playing golf since the age of 4. My parents bought me a set of golf clubs that were cut down to size. I progressed to get down to 9 handicap eventually. I try to play golf as often as I can, usually once a week, maybe sometimes twice a week, but with work commitments it's not always that easy. When we travel, myself and my wife usually play golf away a lot. In Australia, where our son lives, we play a lot of golf there, and in South Africa sometimes. The 19th hole is one where I usually get a par. It's time for social chit-chat, a couple of pints and maybe a game of cards or two afterwards, so it's quite a sociable occasion.